played with Amarillo Slim starting when I was 21 years old, and I knew him pretty well. I'd always talk with him in Vegas and stuff like that. One thing is he's lying about most of his prop bets and everything else. His book doesn't have hardly anything true. Some of the prop bets he claimed to have done were really actually done by Titanic Thompson. And Slim will tell the same damn story that Titanic did. And Titanic was the greatest cheater of all time. He had fantastic eyes, great vision, and he could mark the cards during the game. And these are the old paper cards. He could do what's called a finger wave. You put the card between two fingers and kind of make a little oval. He could see a glint of light off that card from a distance. He could cheat throwing the dice down the table. You put two aces together, two sixes together, and roll them to avoid ace and six, and a five comes up to avoid craps coming out. And you only have 1.4% against you at dice. If you can hit one of those shots out of 40, you've changed the odds to your favor. And so the long dice tables in casinos, you didn't have that out on the road in open shoot and fade games. And so it's just harder to cheat now. And but Titanic cheated for years, and if he was playing, you pretty well knew he was cheating. He partnered up at times with Johnny Moss, and he partnered up with Nick the Greek, and they were cheating.
You mentioned that you caught, was it Titanic's son cheating?
Yeah, he was one of the best I've ever seen. He cold-decked us, brought in a new deck. I was playing this huge game. I had to give up half my action to play, and he was partners with the same guy I was, the senator who somebody murdered. When I caught him, he had a card. He had his hand on his cheek and a card under his hand, and he came down and switched whole cards real fast, and I caught him doing that. He's a buddy of mine now, and I have several letters in my book, Famous Gamblers, Poker History, and Texas Stories, from him about his father, and who died broke, as so many of them did.